Hello everyone, it's Audra again. I'm sitting here waiting for a soccer game, and I've got another 2 hours, so I figured, I'll just make another video. So, I decided, why not do something that I hear a lot of people talk about, culture shock. Now, I personally did not go through culture shock, but a lot of my friends and people that I spoke to who have done the teaching in Korea did go through it, and I'm not sure if I didn't go through it because I don't know. I don't know if it's because I prepared, or if it was my personality, or if it was my background. I'm not sure exactly why I didn't go through it, but I figured I'll go ahead and talk about everything that I kind of did to prepare myself. And like I said, I've had friends who've gone through it, and it's kind of culture shock's kind of a weird thing because it may be homesickness more than it is culture shock. So I'll talk about the little things that I did in order to prepare myself for coming out here. First of all, I traveled a lot before, so being in foreign countries wasn't a big deal for me. Dealing with people who, well, not really dealing with people, communicating with people, trying to communicate with people who speak a foreign language isn't new to me. It's the first time I've been to Asia, though, so the language was completely foreign. But so I traveled a lot, and I have friends who never did, who've never traveled outside of the United States, and then they come here and they're in complete shock, and they're having a really hard time adjusting. So if I'm not saying if you've never been outside of the United States not to do it, because they settle in just fine after a while, but take it into consideration. Prepare yourself just a little bit more. In fact, I had a friend who'd never been on an airplane before. It was like 2 months before he was leaving. He was like, oh, maybe I should get on an airplane for once. But another big thing is personality. So with personality, it's, basically, there's two different types of people. There's introverts, extroverts. I'm more of an introvert. I like being by myself. I like going places by myself because I can change my mind in a split second. I can just I'm going to this museum, and then on the bus to the museum, I'm like, no, I'll stop, I'll get off here and just wander around. I like doing that. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind occupying my time. I've been doing that since I was really little, occupying myself. So if you're an introvert, if you're someone who doesn't mind being alone, you probably adjust a little bit better. Now, if you're somebody who is an extrovert, someone who likes to be around people, somebody who likes to be very social, prepare yourself before you come out. It's probably my best advice. Go online to whatever city you're going to be moving to. Pretty much every city has some kind of website. A lot of foreigners will make websites specifically for your city. Find out where the foreign places are, or look on Facebook, MySpace, that sort of thing. If you're going to a recruiter, a lot of recruiting services will have some kind of Facebook or MySpace account where you can hook up with other people from the recruiting agency, and that way you kind of have a base before you even get out here. It's really difficult to come out here, not know anybody, and then just literally you start talking to people on the street. And I know I'm not that kind of person. I don't just walk up and start talking to people. Hi, where are you from? That kind of thing. So kind of do your research before you come out. Find out where everything is. If you don't have the opportunity to do that, or if you haven't found anything on the internet, when you start, your Korean foreign teachers will definitely know all the foreign hotspots and know how to get a hold of people. And they may even, if you ask them to, at least everyone I've spoken to, their Korean foreign teachers love taking them out. So they'll take you out, that kind of thing. Ask them where people go, that kind of thing. So just be aware of what kind of person you are and prepare yourself for that. The other thing I think is a big thing is preparation for before you even come out. Preparing yourself for the culture, for the people, and all of that. My consulate gave me some really good resources, and I read them, I don't know, 5 or 6 times before I came out. I went to the Atlanta consulate in the United States, and they just gave it to us. I've spoken to people who had other consulates in LA and DC, and they didn't give them anything, but you can ask for them. They're free right there, so just ask for them if your consulate doesn't automatically give it to you. First, they gave me the Korean travel guide, traveling Korea, and it tells you all the places to go, and it has a great subway map of Seoul, which is like a lifesaver. Even though I don't live anywhere near there, I do travel there on weekends. And so it tells you how to get to places, what subways to take, the different nightclubs, the different shopping centers, all that stuff. Really great, really great. Anytime I go somewhere, I always look in this first. It's kind of worn out a little bit, so you know, I've used it quite a lot. And then I got this. It's called Cultural Insights, Korean Cultural Insights. It kind of has the history, things about the music, the culture, famous places, all that kind of stuff. Everything from, DMZ, the Land of Life, all of that. So, all the museums, that sort of thing, anything cultural that you want to do. And so I read this on the plane so many times. It wasn't even funny. I really wanted to prepare myself. And the one that you can get, this book is a lifesaver. It's worn out. I've used my Korean or my foreign co-teacher's book a lot. Lonely Planet. Now, if you're traveling anywhere in the world, Lonely Planet is a great book to have. This one, what's really great is, instead of trying to read all about your city, because unless you're in a big city, it's probably not going to be in here. My city is not. It's the 7th largest city in Korea, and it's not in here. Busan is, which is only an hour away. Gyeongju is there, but it's only an hour away, but we're tucked right in the middle. We're sandwiched in between them, and it's not there. But yeah, I mean, if you're just looking for places to go, that kind of thing, this is another really good book. I still think I like the Korean Travel Guide better for places like Seoul and whatnot, but this is a really good book for everywhere else. Now, another thing is that they have the Korean English Dictionary. Yay! Now, it's not very big at all, but it'll give you the main phrases, main words, that sort of thing. It also has pronunciation guides. I don't know if you can see this. It's really difficult. Yeah, so to learn the language, I would say learn as much as you can, not of the actual words and phrases, but of the alphabet. It is a phonetic alphabet. It's very easy to learn. And it's really easy. And once you learn how to build words, you will find that a lot of Korean is in English. It's phonetically English. My bus pass is called a MyB card. In Korean, it's MyB card. So it's the same thing. Ice cream, cookies, cakes, like food. If you go to a pizza place, it'll probably all be in Korean. But if you can read Korean, you will see that it's all pepperoni, pineapple, ham, sausage. It's all English. It's just written in Korean. So try to learn as much as you can before you get out here. I think I knew like 4 letters before I came out here, but within a few weeks I started picking it up because you see it everywhere, so you can practice it. Another thing, counting is an important thing to know before you come out to help prepare yourself. They have 2 number systems, and I only know one really well. They have the Korean number system, which is the one I don't know very well. It's Hana, Dual Set, Net, something, so I can count to 4. They don't use it very much except for when they're counting actual objects. If they're counting something, they use Hana, Dual Set, Net, whatever it is, I can't remember. Everything else is the Chinese system. Very easy. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, gu, which is the one I always forget, and ship. And then from there it's pretty simple. It's ship E, ship il, ship sam, ship cha, pretty simple to figure out after that. And then the words that I find the most useful. Thank you. Incredibly useful. So that one very easy. 감사합니다. Or 감사합니다, depending on where you are. In the southern region, we just say 감사합니다. So 감사합니다. No, 아니. Or one thing Koreans love to do. No, 아니. Good thing to know. And then yes is 네. So that's all I knew before I came out here, and I've done quite well, and I picked things up fairly quickly. So, again, culture shock, like I said, I didn't go through it, so I can't give you a personal experience about it. But I can say that I prepared myself, I've read the books, I learned a few words, so it kind of helps me out a little bit. And I think that's one thing with culture shock, is that once you get into the society, into the culture, and you don't know anything about it, you kind of go into a shock, and then you start to learn about it, and it starts to go away. So I think the more you can prepare for it, the better off you will be. So good luck. I hope everybody has a great time. Goodbye.